Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hope everyone is looking forward to this pre-season event we had today. But first, I've been told to play a little something.
Wow.
Fuck!
Wow, the outside.
Mercedes. But it looks like a little... My ears were destroyed by that. I did not watch that before I clicked on this. My ears are gone. Everything is exploded. I can't hear shit anymore. Anyway, hello. It has been a long time. We have all missed Heaven's Legacy, and we are all, I am sure, looking forward to getting back in today for this lovely preseason race at Bahrain. Jesus Christ, though, that was loud. Hello, Rush. Hello, Justin. Let's hope that things still work. It said to change it to the 2026 UDP things. Racing League Tools also said that should be... Oh, there it is. Hello, Racing League Tools. You need to go back where you belong. There we go. I have got nothing set up because of the delay. Let me just do that. Make sure everything is the right size. It is not, as you can see. Put that there. A little bit further in, I think, is correct. Maybe? Oh. Oh. Wait. That should be good. Biggles, you don't get to say anything to me right now. You don't get to say anything to me. While I'm waiting for this, I'm just gonna make it so you can only see the game, so I can fix some more stuff up. Okay, we are getting into the race now. Ah, God, I need to... People don't have their thing set up. The one thing I always ask for is people have their their stuff ready. I can't see their names. Why can I not see their names? Alright, so this is Mike. Audi drivers. Who are my Audi drivers? Finley and I'll just put Zach. You are now Zach. Well, it's Mike. Doesn't have his name. No telemetry data from Mr. Mike. Oh dear. And my thing has crashed. Oh dear. Anyway, hello, killer. Do you already have eyes on who you will be having today? Got someone leaving the bits here. I'm still pressing the wrong buttons. Apparently no one is out. There we go. Anyway, can I get my... Jeez, everything is going wrong. My whole computer is dying with this new... Oh, man. Last one who you should sign. You probably should sign yourself, pal. Anyway, let me, while I wait for everything, let me get my... Ooh, purple. Caddy doesn't have any money. Have you thought about, I don't know, paying people? Okay, good. Right, this is now set up. I should now be able to... I need to still do overrides. God damn it, dude. Zach. Yeah, Cadillac player. Who the fuck was that again? Mike? Williams driver? Who is the Williams driver? Oh, there's two of them. Whatever. We'll roll with this for now. You can have a look at what this looks like to me. Yep, so the other one is Leclerc. It's Leclerc. That motherfucker never has his shit set up. one driver team principal combo. Oh no, it's already not looking good after a very strong showing from last year from Justin. It is not gonna be good. Uh-oh. What do you mean live timing connected? Well, some things are working, so we're just gonna have to have nice displays. I'm not gonna be able to give you any information based on the Racing League tools. They are not working. So let me just there we go. Currently best time so far is from Finley with 6/10 behind and Wave, and then another person whose name is on by default. Jeez. That's Renkaro. Give Renkaro 17 points. The timing tables? What are you on about? That's not a thing. Who do we have here that's about to go through? That's Finley again. Ooh, purple sector 1 from Eski. If I can get to them. There we go. Purple sector 2 from Eski. Oh, only green now. Nate has clawed that back. And is looking quite tidy here. To get there sooner rather than later. Goes 6/10 faster than Finley, who is still second as it stands. Nate is next to roll in and goes second fastest overall. Hopefully just pressing 7 will take me to... Nope, that is the wrong way. There we go. Only... just a little bit behind. Once again. Just 1/100th of a second behind Eski. Finley is in the pits. And you currently have Mike about to cross the line here. And Mike goes into the pits. That's where he goes. Player 5. Otherwise known as... It's one of the Williams drivers. And I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not Nate, so it is... Tyler Tixler. Theo is invalidated once again. It seems like even with these new cars, he cannot stop. He cannot help himself from touching those white lines. And Wave goes over this time. It happens, it happens. It seems like Tixler will be letting the Haas go by. Now Theo definitely just wants to get this lap over with. Oh. Dodges the side. Masterful dodge. Chloe is 2 yellow sectors. This is not a fast lap. Anyone on a lap? Yes. Guaco. 7 attempts down on Eski. That's not too bad though. That will still put, if they can keep it up, still put them in the top 5. The gear shifts do sound anemic, accurate to real life. A good sector 2, but again, second off the pace of our pole sitter currently. Will go 13 fastest out of that drop off point, but actually wait, since we're using this one, could I use... There we go. It's just making it smaller. Why is it just making it smaller? Why is it changing size all of a sudden? Oh man. This is not... Okay, right, whatever. It is working out. This will work out. Zach has set a best sector 1 of his own, but that is all it's as it stands. Justin's just trying to get back to the line. Zach is on a not terrible lap, I will say. Coming around to the final corner now. Oh, but he will stay. He will stay in that elimination zone. Tamiro now is at the top in his Haas. Should just be... Who is any of these people? I know like 2 of these people. Everyone get out of the pits. It's hard to find people when it just keeps going to the pits. No, don't go in them. Wave has crashed. Terminal damage. Can we see where he crashed? Yes. Who the fuck is Russ? I can't find anything. Where's my Haas drivers? And we'll be going past where Wave went off the track here. Seems like he did not make the corner and went straight into the barrier if he retired with terminal damage. Being in the pit lane for Abdu. LSC is on his run now. Can he get out of the drop out area? People are starting to retire from session. There's still 5 minutes left to make up time. But Jamiro is very confident with that provisional pole in Q1. I just realized I've been muted this whole time. Whoopsie. Why did you message me on Discord? There's a fucking stream chat for a reason. Now I need to go and turn streamer mode back on. Oh, I don't even know how to turn streamer mode back on. Oh dear. Dude, they can already tell that I wasn't speaking. Oh no, now I got disabled. Crap. Well, I don't need Discord anymore. I'm just gonna kill that. That is a good question, Killer. I have no clue. Gonna have Chloe. There we go. Starting a new lap. Going currently 10. Just at the cutoff once again. Look, man, I haven't streamed anything other than like me screaming at games for like a month. I wasn't prepared. I should have been more prepared. I forgot to be more prepared. Theo, once again, invalidated lap times. Let's go. Green sector 1, not too sure where that stands as it is, but definitely better than Justin, who is just pushed all the way down into the cutoff point, who himself has just been cut off by Abdu, I believe. That's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I'm nothing without my stream tools, dude. My racing tools. But Chloe does not set a faster time. I wanted awkward. Give me back to awkward. There we go. Theo is starting another lap. Oh, never mind. He's just cutting the corner. He must have invalidated his lap time once again. Gotta finish this lap here is awkward. On track to get out of the backpack there. No, he's not. The group is definitely tightened towards that 129 mark. Some people are still. Can things stop popping up on my screen? I beg you. If I can find you, I can give you an invite. Sorry, just need to. I don't have you. I mean, you're not too far off getting out of the elimination zone, Justin. Theo is Is he gonna make the first corner? Oh, yes he does. Jamiro, you, let me actually just put on normal, so I can quickly check. No. No, you're not, you're not. You're still in it, it just, huh. Am I stupid? Can I not see you? There's 15 people in here. You're in 5th for me. It should just be the contractor. Honestly, I don't know how to even check. Very nice. Very nice, Theo. That's how you do it. See how nice it is when you don't go invalidate your lap time? Alright, well, I'll wait for... Oh, I can't pull up the... Uh-oh. Yeah, can things stop popping up? Anyway, did you manage to find me to... And it's an invite? Oh, yes, it seems. Rush is back in the pits, was not happy with his lap. Theo is still just enjoying himself out there on the track. Oh, it's still connecting, jeez. Gotta love EA services, right? Is L not retired from session? Oh yeah, no, because Cronin just came out of the pit, so he's not retired from session. We will throw that up to EA issues, right? I wish it would stop pausing as soon as yeah. Once again, that's not the fastest lap time, but it's a very good lap time. Good job, Tyler. I don't know how much time you have left. And now Luke is retired from session. Anyone desperate? I think Chloe definitely has more in them. Saying they can get to Q3. Aru probably as well. Just takes his finger out of his ass. Gets a move on. Yeah, no, uh, Theo invited. Oh no, it's not gonna be enough time. I'm sorry, Jabiro. I do not know my EA name. It should have been the contractor. That's what it was before. I don't really just add people on Steam. Although, just so you know, Jamiro, you do get to Q3. Theo, can you get him back in? You're still connected. Jesus. Well, as it stands, these are the people getting through into Q3. Hopefully you get in soon enough, Jamiro. Jamiro. Pardon me. Yeah, it does not seem like I can get racing tools to work with F126 GDP settings. It was fine in the lobby. It tries to connect, but as soon as it's in game proper, we are no good. Honestly, I like the new. I prefer the in-game. I prefer the in-game one to the full one. What am I saying? To my out-of-game map. Yep, I can do that. If anyone is in here that knows someone that's on PlayStation right now, that can, this is Project A Terror Num. I'll just put that in chat. I'll just keep on this for now, just so Jamiro can try and find someone to add. He was about to actually start his hot lap here. And is that... Now, which Aston Martin is that coming out of the pit lanes right now? Will they be impeding their fellow Aston Martin driver? No, it does look like they were just separated enough for it to not cause any issues. The one that was coming out was Eski. Or Kira, I don't know what their name is. Hopefully Jamaro can get in and set a lap. He will start in the top half of the grid, but I'm sure he'd like to be in that top 5 at least. New fastest lap by Lukajanov. Unsurprising. Here, let's stop looking at Theo. Justin is back in the pits now. Aru is on a very slow lap here. Probably just wants to get back to the pits without causing too much of a disturbance. Cronin is on a moderate lap, I'd say. No purple yet, but does not look to be a purple in the future. But it's better to get a lap in than to leave it up to fate. Green sector 2, fastest personal again, but I do not think he will be breaking that into the top 3 here, unless I forget that there's way less time before the start finish line than I thought. Kira is on an absolute ripper of a lap. I need to see that. About to cross the line here, 2 purple sectors. Good exit onto that final corner. Sets a fastest lap by 0.3 of a second. Very nicely done. Victory wiggles for sure. Although I'm a little disappointed without the 3 purples. Come on, you gotta be good on all the sectors, not just the first 2. Jamiro has joined. Hopefully he's actually in. There we go. Now it's letting me switch between people. Aru's got a pretty good first sector. Went quite wide on to the exit onto this I don't even know what you call it anymore. It's not DRS straight anymore. And that is extremely wide. He is probably not too happy with how that turned out. He is 2.5 seconds behind his teammate. Oh, Kira. Demiro is now in properly on my side. I'm sure he's... Sorry, what was that? I swore I just saw an 8-minute time there. The only two people on the track right now is Theo and Findlay. Findlay currently running through Sector 2. Doesn't say his time, though. A little unfortunate. Is Jamaro still having some issues here? Looking really clean for Finley. It does look like that. You are no longer being connected to my UDP. How am I still getting notifications? I have Steam turned off. Or Discord turned off. Yeah, you're not here for me. I'm sorry to say this, Jamaro. Yeah. Wait, what? How do I can't turn off UDP usage, dude. That's part of the game. That doesn't have any effect on you. I can assure you, Jamiro, you are not being affected by me having reading data from the game. Finley 1 second down off of the leader right now. A little bit of a slowdown from Tyler. Best lap time is still 3/10 faster than Lukajanov. We should hopefully be having a sort of attempt again at beating them. Lukajanov in sector 2. Not got a timing sheet for him for some reason. I think this is just I just think everything's messed up with reading data. Okay, there we go. Now we got time. He must have been on his out lap. And he has overcooked it on that first sector. Jamiro he is on a good first actual attempt here. He might get a tow from his teammate here to make up for the fact that he was not able to drive properly earlier. Having been unable to connect to the game. That is a purple sector 2, only 1/10 down on Kira, our current pole sitter. Although Kira has also just set a purple sector 1, improving upon themselves, just on 2 green sectors as well. This is a race for this final attempt here. And Jamiro goes third fastest. Uh-oh, Kira's facing the wrong way. Well, they were on a good run. Definitely. But the only person I think that can even do anything now is no one. Everyone's either back in the pits or out of the session. And that is qualifying done. Fastest is Eski or Kira, with Lukajanov in second, Jamaro in third, with only 1 run in it. Cronin in fourth, Tyler in fifth, Finley in sixth, Aru seventh, Rush 8, surprisingly enough, Theo in ninth. That's still in Q1. He's still got to Q1. And Justin in 10th, somehow behind Tio. Just a couple of invalidated lap times. That's all good. We're all good with that. So, how's everyone liking F126 half update? Quite an interesting way to take your formation lap, going onto the sand. I mean, there's many different ways to warm up your tires, so I'm sure he has a reason for this. Minimum race strategy is 2-stopper. Well, this is going to be a little bit interesting. We have 6 people starting on the soft tires. That's Kira and Lukajanov both trying to beat each other out onto that first corner at the front of the pack. And then we have a couple of the more Hail Mary types down in the bottom there. Jamero has left the session, unfortunately. The fuck you mean by LARP killer? I understood the the rest of your comment, but what the fuck do you mean by LARP? Yeah, can someone get Jamaro back in here? That's a black flag for Tyler. Okay, dude. Both of the front of the pack are pointed in towards themselves. And I believe we are go. The better run is definitely coming from Kira here into the first corner. A bit of a risky move here from Jamaro. I don't think he's actually controlling it himself. His AI is going for a very interesting strategy here. Theo is dropping down the pack, as it were. We have Outdo up in 9th now. Theo is just falling back behind, back to his teammate Guaco. No collision with Huck. Oh, just has been spun out. This is an unfortunate turn for Justin getting into Q3 just to have himself be spun out. Although he will be able to make up pace over the person who would have overtook him if he did not get back on pace immediately. A little bit of a lag spike from Hawk, but we're fine with that. We're chilling. I think everyone's chilling. We're up into 2nd now. No way, the front runner sat the fence this lap. That's insane. That's so crazy. Lucajano back into 2nd. Finley has moved up and down as Rush is making his way through this pack right now. Up 3 places already. I don't think he's over. It's over for him just yet. Already got a couple of warnings on the board here. On a collision with Tyler. Rush is neck and neck going into this back, not even a back straight, but into this former DRS zone's turning zone. Corner, I guess. What the fuck is wrong with me? He beats out the Audi behind him, driven by Finley. Was trying to make a gap here. He is within zone to use overtake mode, and that is a big crash happening between the two Williams. They are both out of here. They are not able to complete the lap. I do not believe. I believe they are both gone. No, they are back in somehow. That is I don't know how they recovered from that. There we go. Tyler is now retired from session, and I switch over to Kira, and she has been taken out by Jamiro. I believe the AI of Jamiro, but still spun on, almost facing the wrong way at the end of that. Now she is at, they are at risk from Rush, who's, Lukajanov is letting them past. There, Lukajanov is not really defending here. How does Kira be able to move up from here? What is going on here? Jamaro has gone off track and the place is back to Kira. What's going on here? 3 down the back straight here, with Rush beating out the other 2 to the end. Very well done. But coming back onto the start finish straight, he does have Lukajanov on his inside, as he also has Kira. He was unable to defend from either one of them. Sort of a half and half defense here led to none of them being blocked from him. Now he's being, a move is being made on by Jamiro, but he is on the outside to the inside, past Kira. Now just chasing down Lukajanov. Lots of penalties going out right now. 4 penalties already issued on the field. Fastest lap goes to Jamiro. Or is currently held by Jamiro. I cannot speak. Ugh. The Rush is now in the lead. And oh dear, jeez. Kira and Jamiro went into the wall together. Can we get another angle of this? Are they both moving? Kira seems to be moving once again, and Arrow is, oh, he has been murdered. He has been killed. Is he going to be able to get moving again? I think the answer is yes. He is back moving. He is going into the pits now to probably replace that front wing. It does not look good. He only has 1 winglet left. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on here, Killa. Everyone is dying. Everyone's being murdered. Oh, and with this virtual safety car, everyone will dive into the pits. Where is Kira now? I think that they just missed out on being able to pit. Lukajanov and Rush seemingly chose not to pit, and we have Jarno Optimir Lover up in 3rd. We are green flagging once again. Review penalty for speeding onto the virtual safety car for Kira. Oh, this is so over. Yeah, no, it did look like that. Lots of speeding under safety car. Kira's back of the pack. Got a drive-through penalty. This is, and they've already replaced it into hard tires. They have just sent themselves into the wall. I do not believe that is allowed, as that could cause a full safety car, but I guess it is far enough away from the track that it does not matter. Yo, can I see the Macarena wing? Come on, show me the Macarena wing. I hate jump. Well, as it stands, I think Rush does have a good lead. Or even if he does need to pit later on, which he doesn't seem to. His tire wear was looking quite nice. He will have to pit for the mandatory pit stop anyway, but it will be to his advantage. He has almost 20 seconds on Renkura, so he will slot in right between Renkura and Lukajanov. At worst, might come out in third. Right, collision for Zach. Zach is in the pit, as is Justin and Theo. Quite a lot happening all at once here. Jono is catching up to Rush right now. I feel like I shouldn't call him Jarno. I feel like I should just call him Lover instead. Remember, if you have any misgivings against how you were treated in this race, bring it up in the to the FIA stewards. I'm sure they'll have something to say about it. That's Finley in the pits now. As I believe Jarno also hopped in there. There, he did not. He must have made a blunder of some kind. Rush is just enjoying his race at his own pace. If I was him, though, I would be eyeing up that pit entry sooner rather than later. I'd much like to, personally, I'd like to get onto some hards at around the 12th lap mark. I think that might be able to be enough to bring it to the end when you have the tire wear, tire usage of Rush. Never mind, I say that and I can't tell what Rush's tire wear is. They just look good to me. God damn it, dude. Although Ricker is playing a dangerous game here. Staying at currently at 56% tire wear, not looking good. There's so many penalties, dude. This is crazy. But since Rush has not gone into the pits just yet, I am assuming that his tire wear is looking good and fine. So Nate is still in this race after being sideswiped and dragged sideways across pretty much the entirety of the back straight. Currently have Lukajanov chasing down Lover. Only 6-7 tenths behind. As we go through the S's into the former DRS zone. Now just the active arrow zone, I suppose you could call it. But there's 3 of them in this track, 4 of them on this track, so who fucking cares? Sticking close, only 3 tenths behind. Biding his time, looking for an opportunity to strike here. Another track limit warning for Theo. They're following very closely. Lukajanov seems to be confident in his ability to move out of the way if Laura was to choose to go a little bit earlier with the brakes. Goes to the outside, but he's just not quick enough here. But the switchback might be possible, but it is not. Lover is just too fast. But going down onto this second straight, he's side by side going too wide into that corner. It is neck and neck as we are here together. Nate has finally retired. Surprised they lasted so long as they did. As long as they did. I was looking back here. There's 4 people here, all wanting to move up in positions on these point-gaining positions. Not like the points actually matter here, but this is your tryouts. This is where the team principal should be watching. I'm sure Killa is still a team principal. He might be. I mean, he's a double W. Yeah, double W. He's a double world constructors champion last season. I meant last time. I meant last season. Who cares if you won the first one or whatever? Got the 2 Ferraris here racing. Not much between them. 8 tenths of a second again. Going on the inside is Rakura. Oh, being allowed to pass by Chloe. Allowing those softer tires to open up a little bit. Rush is now pitted onto, or is still not, has still yet to pit from what I can tell. Hey, yo, ain't Cinco with like a C or something? Awkward is also retired. We have had 5 retirements. Sorry, I can't even count 6 retirements now with Awkward. Galaxy is now also making himself a little bit known in this little Ferrari tussle. How's it going down a little bit further down in the pack? There's a couple of fights going on here. There's 3 following quite close together with the McLaren driven by Hawk, Aru, and Guacho in the Aston and Alpine respectively. Speaking of Aru, he's very close behind now. But it looks like Finley is having to also... It's all very close here. Just ahead of this little pack here, we also have the 2 Ferraris with the Galaxy still behind. He is inching himself ever so closely. And that is Aru ahead of Hawk for now. And he's got into the back of... Oh no, he's got into the back of Abdu. That might be race ending. Aru still somehow barely holding on to this. Can we get a view out of his front wing? Ooh, there's no winglets anymore. Going through back into the issues once again of sector, just out into the back straight. I was too busy looking at where our current race leader Rush is. He's just got into the S's over here. Ooh, going wide is Chloe. Kerr is staying behind, currently recharging. It looks like. Ooh, a bit of a lockup from Chloe there. Ooh, and jumping over the curb, striking their teammate is Rinkura. Allowing Galaxy to just slot in between the 2 Ferraris. Going on the outside now. Ooh, a little bit of a nudge. but I think he has it. Galaxy up into third, just behind current Mercedes teammate Lukajanov. The opportunities are here for the Ferraris here. Galaxy is at risk due to being so far behind his teammate that he will not be able to get any overtake mode. Should go down the previous DR zone. Surely those hoes don't help with aerodynamics. I don't know what those are there for. Also, I'm not really liking how similar the Audi color is to the Ferrari color. I cannot tell which one is which. I'm currently spectating a Ferrari and it looks like there's two Ferraris behind. But as I was too busy looking at the previous state of the track, you can see that Lover has overtaken both of the Ferraris here. They seem to be fading out all existence. But who's not fading is Lover over here. Sticking on a Mercedes tail, about to make the overtake here on this previous DRS straight. Going on the inside, pushing him a little bit wide, but leaving plenty of space. But he is not clear of him just yet. There goes the Galaxy. A little bit of a avoidant reaction from Lover. Rush is finally pitted. He is now behind Lukajanov. He is now onto hards. About what I said. Lap 13, lap 12, same difference. See, I told you I'm going with the sauce. Ari was also pitted. He has stayed in this race despite being absolutely destroyed by a stationary Abdu. But Jono has now solidified that move a second ahead of Galaxy. Puck is into the pits now. Lukajanov will have to nurse these hards a little bit. He is already at 30% and we're not even halfway through we're now at halfway through the race here. For these guys, he is almost done with his 14th lap. Oh, he's close, but not quite close enough to get onto that onto Finley. There's also where are these people coming from? I see them. No, how are they getting past these Ferraris so easily is my question. There is no real competition going on between them. I say that, and Galaxy also let Finley go. I say let. I feel like that's a little bit of rude to say. Has also been passed by Finley. Galaxy does have a 3-second time penalty. As it stands, he will be 8-7. He either needs to hope that the drivers behind get a penalty, or if he can make up a little bit more space. 10-second 10-second time penalty for Zach for getting in the pit lane. That's not what you want to see right now. Oh, he's really good at following close, but seems like it's just not there. A little bit of a slide going down to this former DRS rate. But it is more than enough to make a move on the Mercedes. That was a good little slingshot around. Now they just need to solidify to make their point and stay ahead. Just behind, a little bit further back, just going on to start finish straight now, are the two Red Bulls of Wave and Abdu. The group of Ferraris and Mercedes is now separated just a bit more, to the point where I do not believe that Chloe has a clear path to attack the Audi ahead. But seemingly they are safe from the Mercedes behind. Unless they mess up the corner. That would be bad. Just over half a second down is Abdu behind Wave. He's closing in as it stands and is just made the move on the back straight here. Very nicely done. Good use of overtake. Now it's a drag race on that start finish straight. That is Justin into the pits. Probably to get onto another set of hards. Oh, a bit of a lockup from Abdu. He has lost a good bit of time to that on his teammate ahead. Done of up to 42% tire wear. Probably he's had good wear usage leading up to this lap, but I still do not believe it to be quite enough to make it to the end. But that was again a good move from Abdu, capitalizing off of Wave's mistake going wide into the former DRS straight. But once again, at risk of losing it here. And oh, he did not have as good a run as Wave, but he is going into the pits. Yes, he's still chasing down the Ferrari that took him previous 3 laps ago now. But speaking of making moves, Finley up into 3rd now. Overtaking Lover. Though, ooh, it is very tight between the two of them. Just slotting it behind him with less than 2/10. He is going for a, ooh, I was a little bit too aggressive, I think, on the dive to the inside, that he had to fall back in line with the Audi head. This is a very close little battle between Lover and Findlay. Going on the back straight, he is gaining on him, but will he have enough to make the move on this start-finish straight? Oh, he will have more than enough as Findlay goes into the pits. There are more drivers currently with penalties than there are without. Although if you do it based on just the survivors, it is still more penalties than not now. Definitely now that Findlay has got a track limits warning. Or a track limits penalty. Jono is driving his race, but up in front we have Rush trying to retake that first place position that he's worked so hardly to maintain, maybe even hampering his hit opportunities a little bit. Chloe barely staying ahead of Galaxy once again, but it's just not enough going through these S's. I do not think that they have the staying power to keep themselves head over water with Galaxy right behind. Little battle for 12 going on in the background here. Not too much else going on. We have Rush, who will be taking first again now that Lukajanov is in the pits. Blue flag was waving Zach out of the way, allowing Rush to get some good, clean air. As it stands, I do not see there being much place changes outside of the or all of the top three as it stands. Hawk is right behind Chloe now. Hawk has been making his way up and staying a little bit of an issue for these front runners, doing quite an aggressive undercut earlier. Slowing himself right in between Galaxy and Chloe, but think all he'll really be doing here is helping Chloe defend against Galaxy. And Kira's now got a 10-second time penalty. I did not see what for. And now let's hawk back into the pits. Guess he overcooked his tires a little bit because I believe that he only pit a couple of laps ago. And from what I could see, is he going onto softs for the last 7 laps? That does seem to be the case. Rush has a 17-second gap on Lukajanov. There's even a chance that he, if need be, could go and hit one more time. Unfortunately, it does look like Chloe lost out in the battle against Galaxy now that Hawk was no longer there to provide a little bit of a buffer. That dude is chasing down Aru now. Fellow of the A's. And just behind is Justin. The gap here is spread wide. Not too many too close together aside from Legend and Chloe. Run down to pit straight, but he is just ever so fast, slightly faster. Getting into the slipstream is Chloe. With overtake mode, the speed they're gaining is not all that impressive, honestly. Going down into second straight on here. There's barely any time gained. It's unfortunate to see, that's for sure. But Aru is... He's close, but he's not hanging on as much as he should. Compared to Chloe and Galaxy ahead. And there it is. Just nice and easy. Power is falling behind compared to Renkura. The gap between him and Abdu is increasing, but I'm sure I would like a better finishing spot than 8th. Ooh, a 10-second stop and go for ignoring blue flags. You hate to see it. Marco is still holding up an Alpine. No, he is the... Sorry, I'm stupid. He was holding up Lukajanov. I can't see. I'm blind. I'm stupid. There's given Rush a little bit something extra to sort of thank in this race lead today. So long as he can keep that's Jarno going off the track on the final corner. Losing a bit of time to Finley behind. Only 4 seconds behind now, but still with 3 seconds of time penalties. Speaking of time penalties, thank you, Wei, for getting another. And that is Aru past Renkara now. No, he's been eyeing that move for a little bit now. I'm sure he's glad to finally get it done. But, ooh, Abdu and Justin are duking it out through the first sector here. Going too wide into it. Justin ever so slightly more in on the brakes. Locked up a little bit. And lost the position to Abdu again. Finley has managed to close down to just about a half a second. Let me see if I can fucking find it. There he is. And through here, going on to the outside here. Ooh, he may have outbroke himself. He holds it tightly, dude. And I think Jarno was just expecting him to miss the turn. A little bit of a minor collision. I can only assume it was with Aru there. Aru is at a victim once again. Oh, you're closing in even more once again, but will there be anything to be said here, or is this just how it's going to be at the end? Aru has managed to increase his gap to Renkara. But again, it just seems like Chloe has no straight line speed through here. Losing out despite having overtake mode on Legend Galaxy here. It's just not happening. Falling back to over a second behind now from less than 6/10. It's not what you want to see when you're trailing someone with just slipstream alone should be allowed should be enough to close that gap a bit more, but no, it just wasn't enough. Renkara is also falling into that out of a second sort of gap with Aru ahead. Although keeping it in just a bit more, Justin got a warning for and has a 3-second time penalty. You hate to see it. Chloe back within a second on Galaxy, but only through the corners really are they gaining any time. Again, losing speed on the straights to the car ahead has got to be a horrendous feeling. Only taking the corners better, closer than before, but again dropping back by almost 2/10, going into straight line 3/10, 4/10. 5/10. It's insane. Back over a second. Lover has now lost about 8 seconds over the last 4 laps to Finley ahead. There was still a chance that Lover could have gone onto the podium today if he stayed within that 3-second time set up by Finley for going on for breaking track limits. Speaking of track limits, that is another warning for Renkara, up to 13 seconds of penalties. I am somewhat expecting quite a few tickets to be made around incidents that happened earlier on in this race. There were quite a few that did not look too good. Bukajanov still over 15 seconds behind Rush now that we're onto the final lap. With Rush taking almost done, honestly. There he is right at the front. He's finishing sector 2. He's onto his final sector just now. And there's no one inside to cause him any grief whatsoever. Galaxy overtaking Jarno now, or Lover. Really well done in that first corner. But Jarno is not wanting to lose it here. Going wide is Galaxy, and he gets a much better launch out of that corner. Ooh, going quite deep is Jarno, and now he's lost the position to Chloe too. As Rush and Luciano finished in first and second, another stop and go, or another penalty for his unserved stop and go. As he has been lapped, his race is finished. So that's not all the racing that's left to be done. We still have this incredibly tight gap between Chloe and Galaxy, but it's just I just don't think that that Chloe has it in them. There's just no speed in this. I spoke too soon, I think. It seems like they were just not in the slipstream before, and they've saved enough here. But will they be able to hold on to the finish line? It was barely. There was barely a gap. I wish it would show me the actual gap there in the finishing. I need to see that. There was hardly anything in it for the two of them. Well, congratulations, Rush Racing. Many places gained. No, now let's just show it off. There's so many. There's so many incidents. Yeah, the gap between Chloe and Galaxy. Oh. Wait, no. Let me see the classification. It was less than 0.05 of a second. That is crazy. But Not that it mattered all that much. Chloe still would have won because Galaxy had 6 seconds for penalties, but we don't talk about that. That was an insane finish, though. Great driving from Rush, Lukajanov, and Lover and Finley. Those were incredibly well done. Great racing from Chloe and Galaxy 2. Very fun to watch. Although it was frustrating seeing the Ferrari losing speed on the straights with overtake mode. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good day. Yeah, no, that was definitely something. There was definitely racing involved. I mean, at least some of it was good. Ooh. Yeah, good race, everyone. Well, most people. Some of you, I don't think you deserve. I don't think some of you deserve a good race. Ooh. All right. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all another time. Bye bye. No interviews today, by the way. If you can tell, it is preseason. If you want interviews, go into the channel.